It took a long time because I used to be so proud, like, nah, like, yo, nah,
my neighborhood.
like my neighborhood, like, but then I'm like, yo, like we out here doing.
I'm here on the street corner,
like I was telling you, yes, when I spoke to you, that gentrification actually opened my eyes to it because I grew up in Echo Park, right?
Yeah.
And then we were the first ones that were hit with heavy gentrification, right?
Yeah.
So our thing was like, if anybody comes to our hood and tries to take over, we're gonna kill them.
Yeah.
And if we do that to anybody, the rivalhood, they're gonna kill us, right?
Yep.
So it was like for life, por vida, for, you know, to the death, you know what I'm saying? And then these white boys moved in,
and then it was over.
And no white boy got shot.
Yeah.
No white boy got. They just came and took over our shit. But if
business.
had it been our own, we would have killed them and did.
Oh, yeah.
But the white, we're like, oh shit. So then I'm like, is this fight even like real? Like I thought it was like we're by any means. It wasn't by any means. It was only within ourselves. Like, and I'm like, man, this shit is
bottom of the barrel shit.
That's when you start seeing behind the curtain and seeing this ain't not really magic. This is
this isn't real. This battle's not real, man.
This battle's not real.
Yeah, it's not real. It's a game. It's a game of tag. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like a old Indian tribal gang or something, and then you know. Prison and everything else glorified it to no, you're an Aztec warrior, you're this, you're that.
I hate to cut you off, but earlier today I was thinking about it, right? I was like, we were playing this game where we kill each other and it's a game. Then I was like, damn, didn't the Mayans used to play this thing in the hoop where it was a game and we had to die? I was like, maybe it's wired in our subconscious to. But it's time to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in America. Like, you know what I mean? Let's play game of basketball and all be cool after. You know what I'm saying? We all live.
It's 2022.
Yeah, like.
And most of the neighborhoods, like, remember I was telling you, my brother-in-law, Sharky, right? Shout out to Sharks. Where me and my wife and his wife were out somewhere. And I'm like, hey, fool, let's go to Echo Park. He's like, what? I try to get shot. I said, oh, you must not know what's going on over there. Bro, we go over there. It's hard enough to find parking as it is, right? You had nothing but fools with buns, walking with chanclas, couple guitars, bling, bling, reading books, reading poetry. I'm like,
riding beach cruises.
He's like, are you kidding me? I said, nah, fool, this is gentrification. Pretty much this is what it all started.
Yeah.
And again, we're killing one another, like you were saying. Anybody comes to my hood, if they were brown families moving in there,
we killed them.
Yeah,
we killed them.
No questions asked.
No questions asked. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you from? Whatnot? Boom.
Yeah. But since it was white folks, we're just like, oh, take it,
welcome,
take it from us. You know what I'm saying? Not as punch. No, I never even heard a hipster get punched. You know what I'm saying? Like they just took it
because they got more power than the homies. They'll call the police.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And they're not scared to tell.
They're not scared to tell, bro.
Their rules are like, they're gonna snitch on me.
Yeah.
And I mean, and for some, let's say if the hipsters tried to come in the 90s, they would have started getting robbed. They would have started getting. I think they would have started getting robbed.
No, because if you robbed a white person in the 90s, the police is gonna come at you hard. You couldn't touch white people back in the 90s, bro. Now it's getting a little easier. It's getting easier. You know what I'm saying? But back then, you touch a white.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have been walking down a lot of those streets back in those days. They knew better. It was we wouldn't even walk in those streets now. You have fools that with the burners.
No, but the thing is that they weren't a threat to us, so they used to walk by us, and it's almost like they were like invisible because we didn't pay them no attention. Right. We're too busy looking for the motherfuckers that looked like us. Like, you know what I'm saying? A white guy, even like in my neighborhood, even like a black, we weren't tripping off of black people. You know what I'm saying? They would probably, oh, cool. Go do your thing.
Keep going.
Just where the brown people at.
We're the bald-headed after that.
we were allergic to each other. You know what I'm saying? The other people, cool. But to ourselves, we were fucking allergic to each other. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? As soon as we're like how dogs behave. I just recently got a dog. As soon as he sees another dog, he's like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I was. I remember one time I worked for a temp agency and I was going to go get my check. And this black dude walked by and he like nodded his head. And I was like, oh, what's up, man? And then I walked in to get my check, and there's a Hispanic fool ball tatted, and I'm like, and then he was like, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fucking
like fucking roosters.
Like allergic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how come I hate the dude that looks like me more than I didn't. The black guy was just like cool, like heading, oh, what's up? And then I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is? Like, I need to rewire this shit. You know what I'm saying? Something's not right in here. You know
turned to super cholos.
Yep. You know?
Yeah, dude. It's a shame. I mean, but now I think at least that it's starting to become better. Maybe not so much for the younger heads, but I would say that the older guys like us, and you're an older guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Of course. 43. So.
the older guys like us are different than the older guys in the 90s.
Right.
The older guys in the 90s were still coming out of the joint, still them guys were still brainwashed themselves.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it's taking decades for us to finally
Right.
Figure this out.
Yeah.
and we're still trying
to get it out
figure
of the system,
Yeah.
right? You know what's funny? Also,
recognize what we're doing.
you know what's funny that a lot of like I would say my contemporaries and just a little bit older, maybe guys around your age, that I see them now and they're going back to doing what they loved before they joined the gang. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a homie that before he joined the gang, he was into raves. Now he's like throwing raves again. You know what I'm saying? I have a homie, shouts out to Drew One, my big homie from the hood. Anyways, before he joined the gang, he was big on graffiti. Now he's a graffiti guy on IG, and he's big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all the homie painters, and they're all going back to what they used to love before they got corrupted with the gang thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh well, let me pick up where I
Left off.
who I really was. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Who I really was before I fell for this little spell. You know what I'm saying? Now they did their time and all that. And now they're going back to when they were 14 before the gang, and you know, picking up like, oh, this is who I really wanted to be. I wanted to paint. I wanted to take pictures, throw rays, and what have you. You know what I'm saying?
I got the same thing. I got a group of homies that are all fucking BMX'd out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they go, hey, we're going on this BMX ride. They'll get on the metro. They'll go to Venice. They'll drive.
That's who they really. That's who they really were at the core. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Icon. He's in the house.
Oh, what's up, Icon?
There you
My
go.
dude. That's my dude.
So yeah, that's funny because yes, we got guys doing the skating thing, doing all kind of stuff.
Everything
Having
that they,
fun.
Yeah, having fun and being who they truly were supposed to be, as opposed to the costume and the uniform that they threw on. You know what I'm saying?
Costume and the uniform.
Yeah.
You be on a skateboard nowadays?
I'll break my neck. I was always the guy with the knee.
On the knee?
Yeah, on the knee. Fool.
and then a pebble, and then you right to the face. You know what I'm saying?
I tried the fucking.
Yeah, forget it.
That's a knee. I'm going to knee. I'm trying to keep up, homie. I'm like, where's these fools going?
I forgot about the knee, bro. I forgot about the knee.
I go long ways.
And then you switch knees, you get tired.
Yeah, you switch these and start
You
rubbing.
start hurting. You start standing on the other knee.
Shit. You know the crazy thing is that if you take the violence out of gangs,
Yeah.
the drugs out of gangs and all that stuff, in reality, we were more, and let's take all that violent stuff.
Right.
We were more like frat boys.
Yeah. Of course.
But then
We're like the little rascals, right?
well, when you were young,
Oh,
but
when
as you
you're
get older,
frat boy. Yeah,
you're
frat-
frat boys. You're drinking beer.
Yeah, frat boys.
Guess we got the COVID.
No. I had it like 3 weeks ago. I'm
Just
negative.
making sure,
I'm negative,
fool.
but I have a
Just making sure.
cough. No.
Get the temperature gauge.
No, I'm clear. I'm clear.
Right nowadays, you never know.
Like,
fool.
put them in the booth.
Put him in the booth.
Put them in the vocal booth.
But yeah, it's like
Frat boys, I get what you're saying.
It's like the frat boys.
Yeah.
You're partying with chicks. You're drinking beer.
Yeah.
You're staying all night. You're having a good time. But then, little by little, it's just got more violent. It got more violent because
NWA in colors.
NWA in colors, and I think it's like anything else. It's I kind of say like with the baggy pants, right?
Right.
Everybody wanted to outdo everybody else. Everybody at
Everybody
the end,
had
you have people
size.
like Boo Boy in size 50 something.
Oh, yeah, and I was like a 28.
Because I'm working. The brothers, the Crips and the Bloods, they went from sagging, and I was there when they first started sagging.
A little bit.
It was like this
Yeah,
much,
yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Now you got fools in the Midwest, that's down to their knees.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Because the lower it gets, the tougher I get.
Yeah.
And I think that
The more ignorant, I think.
well, no, that is what it is we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
But I think that happened with gangbang. It went from, oh man, I beat this fool up. Oh, fool, I ended up shanking this fool. Oh, I beat this fool. I got a triple murder. Shit, I got a quadruple murder. And then Hood just.
Right.
And I think we started competing ourselves in the absolutely wrong way.
Yeah. See, the thing is that every society has gangsters, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a very small percentage, you know what I'm saying? So when we started, it's not possible that a whole junior high school, they're all gangsters, right?
No, they're not.
like all societies have real gangsters. And it was just abnormal for everybody to be a gangster. Gangsters are kind of boring. You got to be heartless. You got to be a bully. You got to be able to
Hold up the wall at the dances.
just hold.
Well, yeah, it's what it is. It took me a minute to figure out. out of 100 homies, maybe 10 are killers.
Yeah, exactly.
Straight up.
Exactly. No, 100%.
When I first joined the hood, I thought everybody's a killer.
Yeah, nah.
And then as soon as I
time
start,
goes on, you start
as soon as I'm banging on fools, I'm like, wait a minute, these fools ain't keeping up with me. And as you get older, I'm like, these fools ain't keeping up.
But even there was even a confusion between killers and brave dudes. There was guys that were brave that confused themselves for killers, because to be a killer you have to be heartless. You know what I'm saying? There was some guys that were down to kill, but they were just brave, but they weren't heartless.
Right.
They were just down to prove themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's 10%. I really believe that was like 3% of real cold-blooded killers. I think the others were confused brave guys that wanted to prove themselves, and they thought they were killers, but they were just brave, using their valiant, being valiant for the wrong reason. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
They're putting the energy towards the wrong
the wrong thing. They could have been like great leaders and men and great families, just being brave dudes, but they weren't killers. You know what I'm saying? Killers, killers are the ones with the little eye going this way and beady-eyed and fucking off, like a little short circuit. Like, you're talking to them, you know what I mean? Those are the killers. You know what I'm saying?
They don't make sense.
They don't make sense.
That's a serial killer you're talking about. Remember that song? Serial killer.
Yeah.
Those songs are so influential.
Yeah.
And I think to this day, because right now, every song you hear that's popping is you got to be shooting somebody, you got to be killing somebody, man.
You know what's funny, and I hate to be judgmental, but I'm gonna be.
Please.
but I heard like Snoop Dogg and Too Short and E4, they have a new rap group, and I heard the song the other day, and I'm like, these guys are still rapping the same way that they were rapping when they were children.
Yeah.
Like at 50-something years, and I hate to judge, but it's like,
you ain't doing that no more.
Like, come on, man. Like, let's
Step your game up.
Like, I don't know. I know that it sells, but like, it's just like, man.
Yep.
It's just it doesn't age well. You know what I'm saying? Like grown ass 50-year-old men still like oldies and stuff. Reggae for the most part, but I don't really bump.
You don't get into your little moves. You start bumping that gangster rap from the 90s.
Hey, I won't catch on the freeway. Throwing it up.
Yeah, once in a while.
It comes out.
Once in a while it comes out. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, but
for the song it is.
Yeah. But for the most part, nah, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta try to stay away from it.
Yeah, I don't even have to try. I'm just not really into it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Sade, maybe.
Sade. You know, I collect vinyl, so I listen to all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, little raspy thing on the vinyl when it's turning.
Yeah.
That's right. He be throwing it up when he's driving.
Tinted windows.
Hey, you ever find yourself like Boo Boo and I singing fucking girls songs and fucking We Want Men or whatever? You know when there's girl songs, but it's about men or something, but you're just singing the song.
So many men.
Yeah, so many, so little time. And you're like, wait a minute.
I never heard that one.
Short.
Oh yeah, don't want no short. Oh, and you say the girl part? Yeah, I did that the other day. I forgot what song it was, and I'm like, wait a minute, and I had to like pull my chest up, like I didn't.
Yeah, you find yourself singing the hook.
Yeah. I done that. I'm guilty of that.
All right, who's calling in? Maybe we'll talk some phone calls pretty soon, man. So what you working on now, man? You still doing some music? Or?
Yeah, I'm for the most part making beats, and I'm trying to get myself to start writing raps again, but it's difficult when you can't talk mamadas. You know what I'm saying? That's the best part of rap, when you're just talking, you know, nonsense. So it makes it not so fun when you're like, you know, preaching, and it's like, and I did it for a minute. So for the most part, I'm just making beats. But
why is it so damn hard to get beats from the homies, man? I try to, like we were talking, I try to buy some beats from people. Right. Everybody seems like they got to grind, but when it comes to it, it seems this is the problem I think with a lot of homies that rap, whether they're Chicano rappers, whether they're just regular rappers. It seems like a lot of homies want the fame, want to party like they already made it, right, and don't really want to hustle for it.
Don't want to put in the work.
Don't want to put in the work. Am I wrong?
No, that sounds about right. It's like